Good evening. Welcome to the SAMS Newsbite. I am Nicole Peters, and making the headlines in this week's news. Amalia returns from the first trip to Cardinal Seamount. Wish Woman of the Year announced. Hospital project gathers speed. Creative St. Helena showcases high fashion. And highlights from this week's football. Late last week, Gavin and Peter Benjamin's new fishing boat, the Amalia, made its first visit to Cardinal Seamount. The new boat went out on its initial fishing trip to see what it could catch, and from reports, the vessel handled itself well. Although the sea conditions made the first nights uncomfortable as the crew dealt with 2 to 3 meter swells. On Monday, the Amalia plotted a course back to St. Helena, where it finally arrived on Tuesday afternoon, with the catch being offloaded on Wednesday morning. Initially, the crew found it hard going as there was a struggle to catch bait fish, which made them consider an early return. But by Sunday morning, the bait problem had improved. However, the sea conditions had worsened to 3 meter swells. Even with the swells, the crew decided to persevere, and that paid off as they landed an estimated 400 to 500 kilos of fish on Sunday in the force 4 to 5 winds. After the organization Wish, Women's Issues on St. Helena received 30 nominations for Wish Woman of the Year 2015, a reception was held at Plantation House on Friday, the 20th of November. All nominees were invited and honored for their efforts at work, at home, and in the community.
A very warm welcome to Plantation House. Wonderful to see you all this evening. Thank you very much for coming along to what is a very special occasion. It's a ladies' day, a day we celebrate women in St. Helena and all that they do. Anyway, so my job this evening is simply to welcome you all here and to be happy to end the week on such a positive note as this. It's always great to end the week doing something like this. Governor's jobs are not easy. We have to do all kinds of things, but these are the sort of things that I really enjoy, engaging with the community and recognising achievement. And so I'm very happy, Catherine, to have been asked to host this evening. And I will now hand over to you.
Thank you. Look, Your Excellency, Mrs. Cates, thank you very much for inviting us along this evening. We are very, very grateful to all be here having such a lovely gathering, and it is lovely to see so many ladies, as well as the gentlemen, as few as you are. It's lovely to have you here too. And now really to the reason we're all here. Wish was founded in 2011 to give a voice to the women on the island, whether it be about employment or the economy or just events that were happening, some specifically feminine issues like childbirth, domestic abuse, which tends to be a feminine issue but isn't always. We have 30 really, really wonderful people. Every one of you deserves to win, and I know people always say that, but it is absolutely genuinely true. I shall ask His Excellency to present or to take the name out of the hat, and Mrs. Capes, if you would come and present the trophy. And the winner is
Linda Young.
And Linda, you are a very fortunate lady. All of this is yours. You have a Belgian chocolate making workshop. You have 6 bottles of different coloured wines. You have a watch, a G Unique pendant, multiple beauty products, a wonderful cushion that Wanda has made you specially. You have a meal for two at Blue Lantern. You have £100 from the Bank of St Helena. You have a wash, cut and style at Bliss. You have a facial massage. I think it's your niece, isn't it? Actually, from your niece. And breakfast for two at the coffee shop. And 2 tickets for the very last Carols Afloat on the RMS St Helena.
Linda remained as humble as ever after receiving the award, and although she almost felt speechless, she said she would continue to do all she does as quietly and as discreetly as possible. Congratulations, Linda, on your award. The current hospital refurbishment project is the first major construction work to be done at the hospital since the last upgrade in 1955. It has been 110 days since the project first started, and SAMS were given a preview of some of the completed wards. Floors lined with lead to stop X-ray interference, wall-mounted lighting panels, and adjustable ceiling lights and taps that can be operated without your hands are the norm in the newly completed wards. They have been replastered with a solution containing barium, which blocks X-rays, and given a fresh coat of paint as well. The transformation is staggering.
When did you guys actually begin construction works for the refurbishment project?
That started end of July. First concrete was cast on the 8th of August.
Alrighty. And how many guys is it that you have working here with you on this particular project?
It differs most of the time, anything from 5 to 25 and even 30. Like today, we've got 30 people on the site.
Have you had any negative comments about you guys being here working for now?
Not from the hospital personnel, yes. From the public, a little bit, yes.
Yeah?
But not serious. Most of the hospital personnel actually says you cannot build without making a noise.
Yeah.
So they've been very tolerant in that respect.
No problem. I'm assuming then that noise has been one of the biggest problems.
That was the biggest problem, yes.
It's been 3 months into the project. What all have you guys achieved, or can I say completed here at the hospital?
We have completed a single bedroom ward, a double bedroom ward, 8 bedroom ward, a 5 bedroom ward. We've completed a new treatment room and a new consulting room. We've also completed the new CT scanner room and installed the equipment there. And we've also completed the new X-ray room. That equipment is also installed and operational in both cases. The only thing that we're waiting for at the moment before that can be operational is there's a new voltage regulator coming in because nobody wants to take chances with the power supply on the island. And then of course we've got the lift that is also operational at the moment. They've still got to put the doors in, but it's already riding up and down.
Okay, great. All right, Henny, thank you very much, and good luck with the rest of the project.
Thank you very much.
Great.
Basil Reed's building manager, Derek Alexander, spoke of the challenges facing the airport and hospital contractors, but also revealed that he and his team have aimed to complete the project by March 2016. On the evening of Thursday the 19th of November, Creative St Helena put on a fashion show at the Wharf where models and St Helena designers showcased their efforts and creations to a crowd of guests. The fashion show was originally meant to be part of a larger event which had been cancelled due to unforeseen circumstances. But the Creative St Helena team rallied and built the temporary runway near the yacht club so all the work would not be wasted. John Wollacott compared the event and brought more than an element of fun when he paraded around in a miniskirt and high heels.
Glamorous garments and fabulous frocks. Be prepared to be dazzled. So, ladies, are you worrying about what you're going to wear this festive season? Well, fret no more. Forget the internet, forget Topshop, because you can get it all right here on St Helena Island. So sit back, relax, get some fashion inspiration, and think about how you can update your wardrobe. For some of you, it might not be too soon.
She ain't real. She ain't gonna be able to love you like I do. She is a stranger. You and I have history, don't you remember? Sure, she's got it all. But baby, is that really what you own? Let's go, so you got your head in the clouds. You made a fool out of you, but you bring it to doubt. You make the heart melt, but the colder the blood. Now rumor has it she ain't got your love anymore. Rumor has it. Rumor has it. Rumor has it. Rumor has it. Rumor has
As well as the fashion show, there was also a salsa dance performance before the models took to the runway. The striking models of different ages wore a selection of outfits ranging from summer, evening, and workwear to snoods. This was the last public event to be organized and attended by Pamela Murray, who has worked for the past 2 years setting up Creative St. Helena before she left on the RMS. Here now, though, is Damien Obey with the news of the knockout football.
Thanks, Nicole. In golf last weekend, Longwood Golf Club hosted the RMS Challenge Cup. The 36-hole tournament was played over both days on the weekend, concluding with the prize-giving ceremony, tea, and snacks on Sunday afternoon. Sponsorship of the RMS Challenge commenced in 2003, and prizes have been sponsored by the RMS St. Helena every year since. With the ship set to go offline next year, this golf tournament is likely to be the last one sponsored by the RMS. In the ladies sector, Helena Stevens shot 162 to finish in the top spot. She was closely followed by Sonia Niemand on 165, and Anne George finished third on 173. For the men, Gideon Niemann's 2-under par round of 134 saw him take first place honours. Gavin Crowley finished second, 4 shots behind Niemand, and Larry Legg was third, having shot 140. Moving on to football. Semi-final weekend at Francis Plain saw the spectacle that is knockout football continue. The 2 matches produced a total of 13 goals, so spectators were not short of entertainment. Chop Shop Boys continued on their good run of form, brushing aside the challenge of Raiders. Kevin Hudson found the net 4 times, and Ryan Backhouse took their tally to 5 goals. Greg Phillips netted a consolation goal for Raiders. The 5-1 demolition of Raiders will no doubt leave Chop Shop Boys in a confident mood going into the final. The second semi-final was contested by Rovers and league champions Hearts.
The semi-final match between Hearts and Rovers started very scrappy, with neither team taking much time on the ball. The pressure on the players were clear, with only 3 shots being registered in the first 20 minutes of the match, disappointing for the large crowds that had gathered to watch the game. Rigo Benjamin was bright, making a great run down the right, but no one was ready for the resulting cross. Things got heated when Colin Young put in a late tackle on Dean O'Carley, and the rivalry of the Ireland's 2 top teams finally began to show. Hearts came close to taking the lead when good link-up between Shane Stroud and Chris Owen saw the resulting cross fly just inches behind the head of Jason George. Then it was Rovers' turn. Sean Benjamin was not quick enough to capitalise on the drop by Andrew Young in goal, who did well to recover in time to stop Ronan Legg's follow-up effort. The game reached the half-hour mark when the first big call was made. Penalty for an Adrian Crowley handball. Up stepped Ronan, the youngest man on the pitch, to fire home, leaving the keeper rooted. Then, with the wind in their sails, Rovers doubled their lead after this pacey run and first-time shot from Russ O'Dean. Can you see their excitement? As if things couldn't get any worse for Hearts, Rovers went 3 up after this Dean O'Carley strike from the edge of the box. With a few minutes left in the half, Jason George and Rovers' Gary Benjamin squared off after a crunching tackle from the defender. The last chance of the half fell to Rovers, who were denied by this cat-like save from Andrew in goal. The start of the second saw Hearts search for a way back in the match, and they were given a golden opportunity after a penalty was given when Keith Young brought down Stroud inside of the box. But the pressure was too much for Chrissy and the score remained 3-0. Hearts continued to attack, but couldn't get a goal back. Things then went from bad to worse for the league champs when this pass from Wayne Crowley was left by the defenders for Ronan to slot home his second and Rovers' fourth of the game. Hearts then upped their game, and a typical Mikey Williams run down the left saw his low cross poorly controlled by Wayne, resulting in this strike from Rico Williams. Hearts continued to push whilst Rovers opted to hold their lead and run down the clock whenever they could. A good steal from Mikey here saw him get chopped down by a late tackle from Luke Johnson, who was booked for the offence. Hearts then lessened the lead to 2 goals with this left-footed half volley from Shane. The boys in blue were determined and were given another chance when Mikey was brought down just inside the box by Gary, resulting in a penalty. This time Mikey took on the responsibility himself, sending the keeper the wrong way and putting his team within a goal of levelling the score. Colin then joined Luke and Brian Sim in the book after tripping Ronan out on the left. Hearts' last chance to draw level came via a Chico free kick that was tipped over by goalkeeper Keith. The final whistle was greeted with cheers from the Rovers entourage as they now look forward to the 2015 Knockout Cup final.
So, this year's Knockout final will be contested by defending champions Rovers and the Chop Shop Boys. Tune in again next week for highlights from this match and other action from Presentation Day 2015. That's it for the sports news this week. Back to you, Nicole.
Thank you, Damien. That brings us to the end of this week's edition of the SAMS Newsbite. I'm Nicole Peters. Thank you all for watching.